Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting video. So finally the day is here. Today is July 16th, 2026. It is currently 1:08 in the morning right now. Middle of the night of course. So which means officially it has crossed into the next day. So today is July 16th, 2026, which is the third year anniversary or birthday or whatever you can call of my YouTube channel. But this time I am not calling it any of those names. I am calling it third year liftoff of my YouTube channel because I am an aviation YouTube channel and liftoff is associated with aircrafts. So that's why I have chosen liftoff. So there are a few things which I've done absolutely well this time. I have planned greatly for about 2 days only because I had my exams, so could not do anything. So in 2 days I have done this much amount of work, like sleepless nights I've done, and finally the day is here. So let's start. So first things first, I have done a checklist which is on my tablet here. I'm gonna open it. It's on Samsung Notes. 1 minute please. Be patient until the camera adjusts. Yeah. So it basically consists of 6 things. I'm gonna read that out to you now. First step, checklist. First item in the checklist is making the video. So I'm obviously filming that now. So check. I'm basically using my hand like a pen to tick it off. And second one, my journey in 3 years, which is basically catching up on the views, the subs, everything. I have all of it written down in my phone in Samsung Notes. So I'm going to share it to you now. So I'm going to set the checklist aside for now. So let's catch up. So I started this channel on 16th July 2023. I'm sorry, 2026. I was about to tell. So 2023 I started it. So at that time I was 11 and a half years old. Now I am 14 years. I was 11 and a half years old and now I'm 14 years and 9 months. So now let's show on what all things. I also opening Samsung Notes on my phone. Okay. Let's see. So the first things first, we are going to take a look at the current view and subscriber count, which is what I've got in 3 years. So it is 238,092 views, which is the current one, and the subscribers is 269 subscribers. Now last year, which was July 16, 2025, we will look at how much views and subs we got. So for the second year I got 14,879 views and 80 subscribers. So now let's do the math. I've done everything here. So current view count 238,092 minus the previous year view count 14,879, and the difference is 223,213 views. And now for the subscriber count, so previous year it was 80 subscribers, this year it is 269 subscribers, so the difference is 189 subscribers. So we have caught up on all those things. So let me take that off. Checked. So I'm physically ticking it, as you can see here, doing everything what a pilot does in the cockpit. And by the way, I'm calling this an electronic checklist because it's in a tab and it's in Samsung Notes, that's why. Now I have done something really well. I want to show it to you. That is the plaque of my YouTube channel. So I have it in my phone, so it will basically appear on your screen. So yeah, let's show it. Okay, so this is the plaque I've created. It is much different than the last year's one because last year I had a physical plaque and it was a plain white background, basically telling all the things I've accomplished in 2 years. But this time I've done it futuristic, like what can I say, an official plaque. So yeah, let's show it. So please take a good look at it. Okay, so now I'm going to read it to you. So it's going to appear on the screen, don't worry. So first day on YouTube, it was July 16, 2023, which was the day I started my YouTube channel. And I'm going to also tell the story on why I chose the date later. So it might be a long video, so please stay till the end. So the second one, on the plaque, hardest and most rewarding video ever filmed. So for that category, I built an aircraft from scratch. So I'm gonna keep my phone down for now and I explain why that video was the most what is that, hardest and most rewarding video ever. So it was hardest because I had to do it everything from scratch, which was wood, cardboard, paper, that's it, and cutting material. So I had to literally do whatever the cutting in front of you, which you have seen my video, and I did all of that in one attempt, like no retakes, no pausing, no adjusting the things here and there. I did all of that in one attempt, which is really good for me. Now that was the hardest part because because you have done everything, and now the part where it has to all fit together and look like an aircraft. So that also came together. Even though it was a 50+ minute video, it turned out great. And now the most rewarding part. Now why it is most rewarding? Because unlike all the aircraft which I have, which are models, they are built by someone else, which I did not build. So I don't know how much hard work it went to do those models, but they are good looking and they represent exact details. But my model, it is not any exact details, it was my imagination, a single propeller aircraft, but it looks like an aircraft. It is my hard work, so that is why it is most rewarding, and I still keep it in my room closet and I take a look at it every now and then. Now third thing, most memorable video or videos ever filmed. So now arguably for that thing, it is going to all of my flight reviews. So because those flight reviews is where I have got most subscribers, views, I've enjoyed what I've done and dreamed as a aviation YouTuber, and reviewing aircrafts, like telling them with utmost technical knowledge which I have. So that is done, and stick around till later because I'm going to explain how I actually do those videos, and it's actually quite simple. Next on the list is most viewed video ever. So that video is absolutely a bang. So that one is airlines which fly the 747 in 2025. That was published over a year ago. In 2025, it has got 637 views and it got me approximately 7 to 8 subscribers in one day. And now finally, now boarding year 4. That is the end of the plaque. Okay, now I'm gonna show the thumbnail of the video, and obviously I won't put it on the screen. I'm just gonna show it on my phone. You'll obviously see it when you click on the video. So yeah, this one. Unlike last year's thumbnail, which I used a 747 and I put aviation from Naman 3.0 because 747 is my favorite aircraft. I've done it a futuristic look. So take a look. It's like a billboard. Please, aviation from Naman, third year liftoff since 2023, and futuristic aircrafts and a futuristic city in the background. So now I've shown it. So now let's go ahead and tick that item on my electronic checklist. Show plaque, done. So now I'm gonna actually do this one later. First I'm gonna show the upgrades which I've done to my channel. So now I'm gonna open YouTube on my phone. By the way, I'm doing this all of it in real time in front of you. Okay, so now view channel. Okay, so first thing is the thumbnail or the logo of the channel, as I would like to call it. It is obviously futuristic for a look which I love, and it says aviation from Naman since 2023 with a futuristic fighter jet, and on its tail it says look closely, 3 years, and at the bottom it says aviation from Naman 3.0 because this is the third year, so that's why it is 3.0. Now let's take a look at the banner, which is my favorite. Please allow until the camera adjusts. So this also says aviation from Naman 3.0 in a plain white background. So unlike last year, I actually did it where a runway, it had kind of like an aviation from Naman 2.0 on text above the runway. So this time I've chosen it plain. So now let's tick that off. Next. So now I'm gonna first I'm gonna show you the first video ever I filmed. So let's go to that. Videos, latest popular, oldest, here it is. Okay. So I'm gonna hit play.
Hello everyone, my name is Nav.
I'm sorry, the automatically subtitles turn on. So stick around till the video end because I'm gonna tell why I chose this date, July 16, and I'm also going to tell you my flight reviewing tricks and many more. So now let's start.
Hello everyone, my name is Naman Athreyas. I am from India. I am studying.
So my full name, as I've said in the video, is Naman Athreyas. It's a surname which I love. So more on that in another video. So now I'm gonna get back into it.
7th, I am currently 11 and a half years old.
Yeah.
So this is my first video on YouTube and I hope it goes well. So in this
By the way, I'm wearing the exact same yellow t-shirt. Oh, come on camera, just quickly. The thing is with the camera, it takes a look at the phone and now it has to adjust to the light. There we go. So I'm wearing the same yellow t-shirt which I worn. So obviously that time it was a new t-shirt and it was obviously a little bit bigger, and now that I've grown and washed it a couple of times, the color has faded, but the thing which says on it always focused is always been there. Always focused on keeping on my goals.
I'll be telling you on which topic I do videos on YouTube. Mainly my YouTube channel is about aircrafts, aeroplane and aviation. I love aircrafts. They're just so wonderful. The machines were.
So I decided to give an introduction about aircrafts because I wanted to make a good first impression, and that video filming that took 4 attempts. So I'm gonna tell it to you now why it took 4 attempts. At that time I did not know what the difference was between a video and a short. So that's why what I planned to do was I recorded a 50-second video on my laptop. That was my other computer, by the way, more on that in later. So I recorded and I uploaded it to YouTube, and now guess what, the surprise comes. It is going as a short and now I want it to go as a video. Now I go to Google Help Center in a new tab and check what is the difference between a video and a short, and now I get to know the difference that day. A video is generally 1+ minute long and a short is -1 minute, which is less than 1 minute long. Now I have to do it again. Then I failed 2 other times because I had written a script, as I've told you in my other videos, and that time I was doing everything perfectly. In the 3rd attempt, that was when the script fell. It was obviously like this on my laptop. I hate to admit it, but yes, that was the case that time because I did not know that script fell and everything was gone. So in the 4th attempt, that was a success.
Invented by Wright brothers, as everyone knows.
Fast forward.
Not no. Also, I'm going to give you some information with the models of aircraft, and I'm having models of Boeing 747, A380, and I hope to.
So I'm gonna actually turn it off right now. So since most of it is explaining about the aircrafts which I own and asking to view my videos, so I'm gonna now highlight the differences between my first video and this 3rd year. So the first one which I ever made, you notice the difference, how I looked very young, like like a baby, I would not like to tell, but like a boy. And now that I am a teenager, all these changes are happening. So I'm looking now more like someone who is an expert in aviation, let's just say like that. I don't want to go too much in detail. So that time my voice, so let's come to my voice, it was still like a child, as you can see, and that time I was obviously shy because it was my first video. I wanted to make a good first impression, so that added to the voice. and I've obviously told that my voice has been cute at that time, so now it's becoming more like a teenager voice, obviously, which you expect. So now that time I was very shy, did not have so much confidence. Now I can look at in front of a camera and talk about aviation, whatever topic. And that time, now coming to whatever things I do in my videos, eye contact, editing, I did not know anything. That was just a plain video which I filmed using the script, so that's why I did it. I did not know what eye contact meant, so that's why you could see my eyes going here and there of the camera. But now I know what eye contact means, how important it is to the audience, so that's why I always keep my eyes focused. Now editing, at that time I did not have any editor on my laptop because that was a Windows 10 laptop and I did not install any editor. And about 1.5 to 2 years I got a new laptop, which is this one, which is Windows 11. It came with by default Microsoft editor, so that is very helpful for me in editing my videos. Now we have discussed all of that. Okay, now it is time to tick off that checklist. Okay, ticked. Now I'm going to explain flight review tricks. So obviously if my flight review videos were not that good, it would not get that many views and subscribers. So it is really good, and now I'm going to explain all the secret I do while doing the videos. You may think I have these sort of suction cups which attach to the windows, which hold a gadget study to do a long clips of window viewing without straining hands. No, I don't have anything at that like that at my disposal. I don't even want to buy those things because I trust my own skill rather than that one, because if the suction fails, the whole video is gone. So what I do is this, and obviously I'm not even using any fancy camera gear or anything. So it's just my phone, it's just my Samsung phone which I use to film the videos, that's it. So what I do is I do the video, it's basically back camera, I keep it pinned to the window or I show other parts of the aircraft. So even though my hand pains, it is all worth when I get views and subscribers, so it doesn't matter. Now I've told you my flight review tricks, it's time to tick off that item. Okay, so we have done all of this now. Next thing I'm going to tell you is about what all things I've done to my channel in the last 3 years. So obviously one of the biggest things was a new laptop. So the first one which I used was at that time when I created my channel 2 years old. So now I upgraded that one to a newer one, which is in one of my favorite colors, black. This one, the laptop which I'm using right now. So that one had an increased better camera quality than my other one, and it also has a video editor which I have told you about, and also it has auto adjust to the surroundings. And in my old laptop it did not have auto adjust. If it was fixed on one setting level of brightness or whatever it is, it used to be fixed to that. So now I've taught all about it. So next thing on my checklist, and it is now time. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know what I'm forgetting, but something tells me I forgot some or the other thing. Let me check it again. Okay. Ah, yes, I knew it. So coming to what all things I've upgraded, I forgot to mention, I recently changed my channel's description. So at that, before it was Hi, this is Captain Aman, 14-year-old aviation YouTuber studying from India, great, and I love plane, etc, etc. Now I've included even more things, like for example, for starters, I love planes, cars, and know a lot about them. So I've even included cars in my channel because I have done a few car videos in the past. So next, now instead of the upgrade which was before in the description, I upgrade my channel according to every season in India. For example, like winter, summer, rainy season, etc. Now I have wrote it as I also upgrade my channel every now and then. I also have made a few car videos in the past to also show my dedication towards automobiles. Next, now in the bullet points which I've highlighted, it was first, it was I reviewed my car in my mother tongue Kannada. It was next was 7-day challenge, then a secret video filming room, then a scavenger hunt, then it was en route on time. Now I've added other one. So as a part of my commitment to fully technical flight reviews, which is very hard to find, instead of the basic showing the cabins, like reviewing the flight, so I've added I always do fully technical flight reviews. Next, I went on two scavenger hunts. The one was searching for my gifts, which was earlier in December of 2024, and now the recent one was revealing my new program for children who want to enjoy my content. Next one, I also do technical videos about planes. Now that was a point which I forgot to add in the description when I wrote that. Then en route and on time to 270 subscribers. Now I've told all of this. Now let me tell you what my goal is. So it is my third year on YouTube, and at that time in 2023 I was basically a baby stepping into this YouTube field because I did not know anything about, for example, let's take eye contact only. Even that thing helps for better views, because when you have an eye contact with your audience, they will feel more entertained to watch. So that was one thing I did not know. Now I am a pro, because at that time I did not know how to upload. I did not even know how to upload a video. I literally had to go on this exact same tab to search on YouTube how to upload a video on YouTube and then follow all those instructions. Now I can do it without any instructions. Next, now I've told all these things, so now let's jump into the other things I want to add. So now we're gonna talk about how I edit my videos. So it's basically I use a Microsoft video editor. So I use all of that, and I obviously do some things on my own, like for example, like the, what can I say, the thumbnail of this video I do it, create it on my own and then use it. So it is all a one man effort. I have no one on my team, nothing else. So that's why it makes me appreciate it even more, because when you do it all of it alone and it pays off, it really is a great thing. So now as I've done, so let's check the last thing on my checklist. It is making a wish. So I'm gonna tell. So my wish is for this channel to become the most viewed and subscribed aviation channel on YouTube ever. So I know this may sound silly for something which a 14-year-old would dream of, but something it is literally my dream. And now I'm gonna explain other things which I have. So the first thing is, as I've said, for this channel to grow very well, and hopefully I uh, grow along with it. Next thing is, one of my other goal is to get a private pilot's license. So it has been on my list for far too long. And the next thing on my list is getting, like for example, an even better video editor from Microsoft only, because it is a very good platform to edit videos on. So and the thing says for my video quality to improve. Yeah, that was the one which I was talking about. So now let me tell you what all things I've done it for aviation from Naman 3.0 this time. So for example, for starters, this time we have thumbnail coming from every video from now on. Next, a detailed description which states all the things which will be highlighted in the videos. Next, tagging my channel name and other creators of it. I'm gonna explain more about that in another video. And finally, video editing. So every video from now on will be an edited video, like for example, uploading clips or clip arts of aircrafts in between, for example, just to make it look more interesting. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. So once again, to my channel from my side, happy third year liftoff.